Hi everyone, I'm Kosti,
Hi, I'm Christy.
and we're back with My Hero Academia. I almost messed the title up. We are on season 4, episode 4. Last time on My Hero, can you remember what happened?
No, not really.
No? What were you doing there, adjusting the blanket?
Yeah, it just looked weird about it out of focus. Hold on. No, I do remember. It was between Deku
Yeah.
and Nightcrawler,
Night Eye.
Night Eye. Oh, okay, I got Night, so half
Yeah,
right.
so...
And the previous one before that, Deku was trying to impress him, and it wasn't really going down very well. But Deku managed to pull out the bag. Like, he turned it around, didn't he?
Yeah, so basically
I got
Deku
given
was...
the work experience. What do you call it? It's not work experience.
Yeah, it is
Work...
what are you doing?
Having a mare.
Yeah, I'll take it from here. So Deku was trying to enroll into Night Eye's like work experience, and then Night Eye doesn't really see him as the right person to take the powers from All Might. He wanted I can't remember the guy.
He wanted the guy with the big blue eyes to be the successor.
Yeah, Taga, something like that. But
we'll remember it maybe in the next few episodes.
But then Night Eye put Deku to a test, but Night Eye's powers to see the future if he touches and has eye contact with someone, so he's managed to dodge like all of Deku's attacks. But then Deku did strategize even under pressure, and he managed to avoid like all of the posters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Night Eye
That went really well.
Yeah, Night Eye was regardless, he was gonna recruit him anyway. But I think Deku sees that as a way that Night Eye kind of wants to challenge him and make him see that he's not the right person to inherit One for All. And then some other students, they were getting called by like the other two students from the Big Three, saying that they want to talk with them, and we think it could be about the work experience as well.
Exciting.
Yeah, I think that's the main part. The episode did end with an after credit where Deku and Mirio, is that his name? They were...
that guy, Mirio.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
They were on patrol and they bumped into Overhaul. And the little girl, Eri, was running away from
him. We finally got introduced to her.
So, yeah, I guess we're going to carry on from there. Should we get straight into it? Anything else?
I hope she's okay.
Yeah. Here we go, guys. This is season 4, episode 4.
This is sort of nerve-wracking.
Mirio looks cool in this costume.
Wow, she looks massive.
Don't you worry. Sir and Bubble are the ones who are actually watching the target today, so I can teach you all about patrol duty.
Yeah, the goal.
To snuff.
Yeah, okay.
Just watch and learn, my friend. I still don't get it.
Night Eye's sidekick, Bubble Girl, the one he was tickling.
Yeah.
Our hero names. We should know each other's, right? I'm Deku. Deku? Like Deck? That's weird. I like it. Okay, well, I'm Lemillion. For the number of people I'll save. Can't save them all. But I can at least shoot for saving 1 million instead, so that's what I'm doing.
Ambitious, I like it.
And start hitting the streets, that's when we become heroes. So don't let your guard down, Deku. Got it. Lemillion?
It's got like bandages everywhere.
Maybe she's a sickly child.
You took a tumble.
Oh yeah, I don't think she's got a good backstory.
Why is she trembling?
Maybe she's been hurt before.
Be more careful. We don't want to cause trouble for the heroes.
Be careful not to arouse any suspicion.
And just like that, my work study had begun.
I like his hoodie sort of thing.
I thought it was a bit like pimpish.
It's quite cool, I want one.
You want me pimp?
Nah, I just want a hoodie.
Jacket, I'd say.
Yeah, it's a jacket, but it had like some sort of fluffy
It's
hood.
like a house coat.
Yeah.
Dressing gown.
Yeah.
But an outdoor one. Yeah, what a way to start.
Which episode?
No, his work study.
Oh yeah, it's running straight into
The person they told not to arouse any suspicion. Like,
yeah.
what are the odds? So is this whole season going to revolve around saving Eri? Eri?
Eri, I think that's her name. We'll see. We'll find out.
He's the guy in the yellow at the top.
I hope you'll forgive my daughter, Hero. I don't know what to do with her.
That's not his daughter.
Whoopsie daisy, looks like that darn mask came off again. You might want to think about getting it resized, my friend.
If I let him see how freaked out I am, he'll get suspicious. And that could screw up Night Eye's entire case.
You must be from the Hasaikai, right? You guys are famous around here.
Yeah, please don't mind the mask. It keeps out the filth.
Maybe it's a germaphobe.
Maybe.
His guard's obviously up. I can't tell him Sir's name.
So, what agency do you belong to?
We're only students. Speaking of which, we need to finish patrolling this division by lunch. Come on, let's go.
Please don't go.
Poor girl.
Your daughter seems scared.
A reaction to being scolded.
You're making him more suspicious.
This girl, she's grabbed me and won't let go. She's got bandages all over. Those are just from playing rough?
Ari's an exceptionally clumsy girl.
Does that seem like it's normal to you?
It's dangerous to make assumptions about what's normal for other people.
Chisaki obviously doesn't want us to pry.
It's a tough situation, isn't it?
So what if something was to happen to her and he could have intervened at this moment?
Exactly.
What hero would abandon a frightened child?
Exactly.
Tell me, what are you doing to this girl?
This situation is embarrassing, so I'd prefer to discuss it where we won't be overheard. But lately, Ari defies me no matter what I try.
What do you try?
Parenting, man. Sounds rough.
Yes, children are tricky. So determined to do whatever they want, that sometimes they just don't listen.
Poor kid, she's terrified.
Ari, are you sure?
She's always like this. Sorry to involve you in our family drama. I'm sure you have better things to be doing. Good luck with your internships.
So we had some sort of thing that made it recall herself to him? Kind of like a dog?
Don't think so.
He
Yeah,
was
she
ready to
could.
get violent. That's why she went back. If we keep pushing him,
He was ready to get violent, so that's why she went back.
for now, let's report to Sir.
She didn't want anyone to get hurt.
Bless her. That's a horrible situation.
Yeah.
I thought that was his tears then, but it was the rain.
Right, yeah.
It's Million. He says they came into contact with Chisaki.
Why is she so happy about it?
Young people today are sicker than ever.
Because they're meant to investigate him, so I guess it's a good thing they bumped into him.
Sorry, boss. I swear, I barely took my eyes off.
So they touched, Deku obviously touched her when she was holding on to him. So now they've got to disaffect her. They're germaphobes, 100%.
We got lucky, at least a little. Our brief encounter yielded some new intel. Chisaki, he has a daughter.
A daughter?
Her limbs were all wrapped in bandages. I don't know anything else about her, but she was asking for help. There must be something we can do to
I
protect.
don't think it's his biological daughter.
Haste won't help the situation. If you rush, they are that much more likely to escape.
I'll make the situation worse as well.
So special that you can save whoever you want when.
What do you mean?
Well, if they pry too much,
Oh, yeah.
he could hurt her. They could take off, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Good intentions alone aren't enough to save the world. The wisest villains hide in the shadows. In order to find them, we must watch and wait. The two of you should head back into the office for today. Bubble Girl, let's go.
Yeah, they couldn't really intervene and take her. I mean, they didn't even have a reason to do that besides her kind of running, but she went
She
back
could have
to
a
him.
skin condition or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just really strict with her.
Harry, you have to stop disobeying me like
Oh
this.
no.
You're the core of my plan, you know. And I would hate to have to get my hands dirty.
It's Shigaraki from the League of Villains. He says that he's got an answer for you.
You don't like him?
That noise as well. Might free me.
That close up with the hand just holding on his face.
There he is.
What happened to Bakugo? Was he fighting again?
He's being clawed by a cat.
Look at the back of the room.
Who would do such
His beautiful face.
Class is starting now. Sadly, I must mark Sue and Uraraka tardy.
Their absence.
Tardy? Absence? Like,
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone say tardy.
Were there lots of scantily clad heroines at the agency?
Yeah, sure.
I don't want to hear about you getting ahead of me.
Oh. This is really eerie.
He must be feeling really bad because he couldn't do anything to intervene.
Probably reminding him of what's his name as well. What was the kid's called?
Koda.
Yeah. And plus, he's still pretty young himself.
But he could have done something to Koda. With Koda, then he saved him, but there he
No, I
couldn't do
know.
anything.
All Might,
Maybe get us advice.
you've got to tell me everything.
Oh yeah, because he doesn't really know why him and Night Eye aren't in
Yeah.
contact.
I have to talk to you, All Might. Okay, young Midoriya is here.
You knew what I was walking into. Night Eye understands how One for All works, and he wanted you to pass it on to Togeda, not me. So why didn't you warn me about it?
I wasn't sure it was my place to tell you.
Of course it was! To hear all of this at once, be rejected by him! I need to know everything, All Might! Not as your fan, but as your successor!
Yeah, that's a good point.
You may regret this.
I won't.
It was my policy not to take on sidekicks. But eventually I gave in and let him be my number 2. He was the brain behind my operations. 6 years ago, we dissolved our partnership because of my injury.
It's time for you to step down.
But everyone's looking to me for my help. If there are frightened citizens, then I have to go to them.
I didn't realise Sam2 was so little.
Just find a cheerful and strong replacement and entrust your role in society to them. I know the importance of the symbol. I revere its function. You can't even smile right now.
Yeah, he looks so beaten
I'll
off.
say it again. You must retire.
I told you not to use your foresight on me.
If you step away now, another number 1 will appear.
Surely you know about Deku then? I wonder how far he can see in the future. Do we know that?
How many people will have to fear?
Don't know.
Your foresight is never wrong, so why fight this?
There just hasn't been any precedent for it. But I think I can change the future.
I have to be able to say that I am still here.
Please stop! If you continue like this, you'll face off against a villain and die an unspeakably gruesome death.
We couldn't agree about my future.
That's sad.
Principal Nezu recommended young Togeda to me, but before I could meet him, I ended up running into you. I didn't want to tell you, because you're my fan.
It's a nice visual of him running off with the white
Yeah.
background.
And the leaves blowing.
That's when it really hit me. Death. I'd known something bad was coming. And everyone will die someday. Being forced to hear it. From All Might himself. He'll die.
After we met, and I decided I would pass my power on to you, I told Night Eye my plan. But he was so opposed to the idea, and the rift between us grew even deeper. It's the right choice to make. The boy wants to save people.
He can't do that with intentions alone. There are any number of other people who are more suitable.
But that doesn't mean he's not worthy. He will wield One for All next. He rejected my decision.
It's nice that All Might has so much faith in Deku.
Yeah.
So he started training a candidate he thought was better.
Nah.
About Night Eye's vision! How far into the future was it?
6 or 7 years. The further into the future he sees, the harder it is to know exactly when something will happen. His foresight has never been wrong.
And that would be this year or the next. You're kidding, right? I want you to live, All Might!
So he's retired now?
Yeah, it doesn't matter, you know.
His body's took too much.
Or I think he said he'll die to a villain or something.
Watch me tell them I am here!
But he's in retirement. Just someone take him? Yeah, what happened to her? Oh, gosh.
And then when I was fighting all for one, I thought that would be the end of the race. But you were there, kiddo. You were timid and quirkless, but you had a heart. And then your mother told me to live so I could protect and help raise you. So despite my future, I'll keep fighting with you by my side, young Midoriya. I won't be killed. I will mold my fate and strike down anything else that gets in our way with this fist. The future that's been foretold will not come to pass.
It's not short.
In each case, Night Eye's predictions have come true. And that's why I can't face him after all these years. Hey, who knows, maybe I've already reshaped my destiny into the future I wanted.
Can't happen. I refuse to let it. No matter what happens to you, I'll be there to help fight fate.
Cute.
I'll try not to be too much trouble, I promise.
Have Night Eye use his foresight on you again! Make up with him, then we'll see if the future's already been changed!
Good idea.
Seem a little, I don't know.
It's a matter of life and death!
Think about how Night Eye must feel about all this.
Good shout from Deku. I mean, just go. Let him read the future again.
I thought he was going to say, oh, it can't be done again. It's already been done on a certain thing.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
You had me walking in circles underground for 30 minutes. I'm not an ant.
More importantly, did you really mean what you said on the phone the other day? That you'll join us under the right conditions?
Oh. They might be joining forces, Christina.
Ooh.
What do you think? Thoughts on the episode?
Yeah,
Yeah,
really good episode. Yeah. It's nice to see how Deku and All Might, their relationship is still so like bittersweet. It's really sad to hear that, you know, All Might potentially pass on sometime in the near future. But I feel like Deku's taken it pretty well, considering.
I thought it was a very healthy conversation they had there.
Yeah, really healthy. And I feel like it highlights, like, obviously, we don't really talk about death much, but obviously, like they said, like, you know, everyone's got to die one day kind of thing. And I feel like Deku hadn't really probably thought about that at that point. And he probably envisioned always really having All Might there who he can kind of turn to ask questions about the power and whatnot. And yeah, he won't be there. So I feel like it's really important they had that conversation that's been brought up. So it's, I think, less of a shock, and he can learn to, you know, maybe be more self-sufficient with his power. Yeah.
Yeah, very good points, yeah.
I still feel really sorry for the little girl.
Yeah, it was a tough situation because they didn't want to blow their cover. They didn't really want to, I guess, antagonize them to the point where they possibly could run away and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's a tough situation.
Yeah, indeed. Hopefully they can intervene in the very near future.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure they will. You know, considering the intro.
Yeah. Yeah, should we move on to the next episode?
Yeah.
Cool. As always, guys, thanks so much for hanging around, and hopefully we'll catch you soon. Bye.
Bye.